Yo, yo, yo.
We good?
Yo, we're good. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back.
We're back.
Yes, it's been a very busy month in the Captain's Jug of Thoughts universe,
It sure has.
and we're here to recount a lot of that. I think Cap's got some wild stories for us today.
I got a couple. I got one that just happened. It's pretty hilarious. So see this. I go to breakfast this morning. My oldest friend in the whole world. He's a month and a half younger than me, and our mothers were best friends. He's in town. It's only like the fourth time I've seen him since high school.
Wow.
He moved to San Antonio, and he's been living there ever since. Done really well for himself, and he's up here visiting for the first time since before COVID.
Wow.
So he and I went to breakfast this morning. We met at breakfast at the diner, and he goes, "Check that out, Arden." And I look over, and this guy's got a 69 years of BJ's shirt on. So we both started giggling. We're at breakfast, you know. We just woke up. We're having our coffee. We're like, "Yeah, that's a funny thing. First thing in the morning." So then, fast forward to a half an hour ago, and I walk into the Jug, and I go, "Hey man, I love that shirt. I go, were you at the diner across the street this morning?" He goes, "Yeah, you like that?" He goes, "Here, take a picture." And he spins around. He's half in the bag, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How's it going, brother?" Gives me a high five.
And you don't know this guy?
Never met him before. I go, "Where are you from?" I like that southern draw. He's like, "St. Louis, Missouri."
Oh, that's a specific accent.
For sure. And he's like, "I'm doing the loop." He goes, "You know what the loop is?" And I'm like, "No, I'm very curious as to what you're about to say, though." So he goes, "It's easier for me to show you instead of tell you." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he goes, "Oh, fuck, man, I'm a lot more drunk than I thought I was. I can't find it." So he's looking through his phone. He goes, "Oh, here it is." And they're doing a loop from St. Louis all the way down the Mississippi, around the coast of Florida, up the coast, through like Lake Champlain, and
wow.
you know, and they ended up here.
Yeah.
And now they're heading out to Milwaukee.
Oh.
And then back down the Mississippi. He's like,
Damn.
"This has been 5 years in the process. And he goes, "What's up with this little town?" He goes, "Well, actually, let me start with this. Got any party favors?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "What the fuck? Nobody in this town does blow?" I was like, "Holy shit, man, you are drunk."
Yeah, really.
To be just like opening with that with somebody you never met.
Yeah. And he's just like, "I got a long road ahead of me, man."
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big loop.
He goes, "I got to get to Milwaukee."
Yeah.
I was like, "Sorry, man, I don't know what to tell you." And he goes, "Well, what the fuck is up with this town?" He goes, "I can't buy cigarettes. I can't buy beer."
Oh, God, yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I don't know what kind of law this is, but it's fucked."
I think we found our new mayor.
I know, right? I go, "Well, it's not a law." He goes, "Well, whatever the fuck it is, it's fucked up, man." He goes, "St. Louis, you can get beer on every corner."
Yeah.
I was like, "I bet you can." Anheuser-Busch. So, yeah, that was a pretty entertaining thing that just happened to me 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's funny, man. And that whole long trip, he blows into town here.
I know.
Like a Wednesday afternoon.
I know.
Yeah, that's funny.
Fucking Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Nobody in this town does blow, and how come you can't buy beer?
Is this some sort of dry county? Some sort of Christian county?
Yeah, I don't like it. So then he's leaving, and he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "I know we didn't exchange numbers or anything, but I got a big ass boat down there." He goes, "So if anything happens, you let me know." We're like, "Okay, buddy, we'll do."
Big ass boat down where?
He started walking down the hill.
Oh, okay. Down like at the yacht club?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. It was
cool.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's like a pirate.
I know, right? A pirate just blew into Youngstown.
I came to pillage, and there's nothing to pillage.
There's nothing to pillage.
That's pretty funny. There's been a lot of action in Youngstown lately.
There has.
God damn.
Flock of Seagulls just blew into town, too.
They did. A big flock of seagulls came in and whooped ass.
They did.
Yeah, man, that was a great day.
It was a great day. The sound was amazing. Roy G. Biv killed it to fucking open the show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys fucking sounded incredible.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the sound people.
Yeah, for sure.
That. It was amazing. Yeah, they had top-notch stuff. It sounded so full. It was great.
It was fucking heavy, thick. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, sure.
You know, but it was. It fucking was. It was really killer. So thanks to everybody for coming out. Thanks to all our sponsors and everything.
Yeah, dude, that's like a proper concert.
Yeah, it was.
Everyone's dancing, walking through the crowd. And I was like, wow, this is a fucking, look at this.
Yeah. Special shout out to Miss Tree Services, who gave us an extra special little bonus for the Youngstown Music Series. So anybody that needs tree cut down, call Travis at Miss Tree.
Oh, okay.
And so
I might need to do that.
Yeah?
There's a lot of, there's a lot of foliage I've been battling.
Travis is good. Just drop my name and he'll hook you up.
Sure.
So.
That's cool, man. Yeah, that was a super cool day.
It was.
It was very, having a big thing going like that.
Yep.
Big band coming into town.
Oh, man. Yeah, so
those guys had a lot of fun. They were super cool.
They were super cool. They were super fun. You guys hit it off real well with the drummer.
Yeah. We were saying, like, it's probably a wave of relief.
Yeah.
When you're coming into a town you've never been to, playing at a bar you've never played at, and the guy running it's like, nah, it's my buddy's band.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's a nightmare. So
I know.
they see like, oh, no, well, like, okay, they're legit. They're not like some cover band or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was fun.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, those gigs are great for us. We just come in, just whoop ass for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, let the night coast off.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it was packed, man. There was mad people out.
Yep. Yeah, I figured we had... we did almost 400 ticket sales, but...
Oh, was that the air? I didn't even notice that was on until it turned off.
Yeah.
I was like, what just happened?
So was I.
All the power just go out?
Still late in here.
Yeah.
But we sold about 400 tickets, but I want to say there was like 350 people there.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of our sponsors weren't able to make it, unfortunately, but shout out to all of them for still helping us out.
Yeah.
But I figure I'm pretty good at telling about how many people are there now just by looking at the crowd.
Right.
Now that it's been a few years, because I can see the open spaces, and I'm like, all right, that's 50, that's 50, that's 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm terrible at those things. Like how many people? I'm like, I don't know. 10 or 400. You can tell me either one.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm terrible at those things.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it was a little drizzly earlier, but when that cleared up, everyone seemed to come out.
Yeah.
That's been happening a lot. Every Sunday we've tried to do something. It's been just drizzly enough to kind of not destroy it, but hold it up. And then the Monday after that is like 73 and breezy and perfect.
Perfect.
So we're just going to start doing Monday shows. I guess. We're gonna start doing shows in the middle of the week.
Monday Night Madness at the Jug.
Yeah. But that was great, man. The Papa Foxtrot Friday night was cool.
That was cool.
That was a little warm-up gig before the big one.
It was.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of people came out. Colin came up and whooped ass with a brand new guitar. Jeremiah came up and whooped ass.
Yeah.
So like we're doing the gig, and I think after I had sung a bunch of songs and like my mouth was very dry.
Yeah.
It was dry. I was smoking, and I was singing. So like after a song, everyone's clapping. I went and I attempted to say thanks a lot, everybody. Once again, we're Papa Foxtrot,
right?
But it just was one of those like your mouth just fails.
Yeah.
I was like thanks, Papa Foxtrot, and it just bombed. But everyone's woo, and I was like, no one heard that. No one heard that. It was out of the speakers. Everyone's yelling. No one heard that.
Yeah.
And then I turn around and Ryan Henderson on the drums has in-ear monitors.
Yeah.
Which are like little headphones.
Sure.
So he heard it loud and clear.
Yeah, of course.
So he's like leaning over, looking through his drums at me, smiling. He's like, what was that? Who are we?
Who are we?
Yeah. Oh, damn it. So I'm going to have to find... I do have it recorded.
We are Grub.
Yeah. I have to fucking... I have the recording. I'll have to find it. Hey, he's about Papa Foxtrot. Papa Foxtrot.
I had to give like a little speech at the Flock of Seagulls show.
You did?
And everything was such a whirlwind over the whole weekend, with you guys playing. Then Saturday, I was there the whole fucking day, setting up and getting ready. Yeah. And then Sunday comes, and it's just like, again, like it's just a whirlwind. And like all of a sudden, like Ray's like, all right, you ready to go on stage? And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And like, let me just jot something down real quick. So I jotted down, and then I just like was kind of rehearsing it like in my head, because I didn't want to fucking go up there and fucking look like I'm, reading it. And I got stopped by like 3 people in the crowd to tell me a story, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Look, I gotta go, like, and all of a sudden I get up there and I do it, and I get off the stage, and I'm like, "Did I fucking say everything?" I'm like, "I don't even know what I said."
Yeah.
Like it just like popped into my head and popped out of my head so fast, and I was like, "Fuck, was that okay?" So I don't even know if it was okay. I hope it was.
It was all right.
All right.
Thank the sponsors. Thank everybody else. Hey, thanks everybody. Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Well, and then the part I do remember is like trying to kind of get it done quick, because like the band was like, "All right, we're ready," you know.
Yeah.
And as soon as I say, like, now what everyone's here for, Flock of Seagulls, they're like, "Hold on a second."
Yeah. Something.
They're like, "We're having a problem
issue,
here with
yeah,
with the bass player," and I was like, "Oh, motherfucker! I could have given my original longer
Ramped it up.
speech."
Yeah. Yeah. Could have ramped it up a little more.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So-
You do always want to keep those things quick. We've been to there's like a jazz fest in Lewiston where we're waiting for like the main thing, and a guy gives like a 45-minute speech thanking all the sponsors,
God.
which I'm sure the sponsors paid enough, but are they there hearing this?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I don't know. You're just like, a lot of people are like, all right, man.
That was kind of my thing too. Was half my sponsors weren't there.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I thank a bunch of people that aren't even fucking here?
Yeah.
But I can't just thank the ones that are here. So that's why I said, thank you
Well,
to
how
all of
would
our
they know?
sponsors. We have our banner up in the corner. If you have any questions, please ask. Please go out and support them, because local business is how we make it around here.
Yeah. And they're the ones that made this happen.
That's right, absolutely. So
Yeah. I think all in all, very successful day.
yeah,
And I hope a sign of things to come.
yeah,
Onward and upward.
yep.
Yeah. Well, you also had, it's been a while since we've done one of these. There was a golf tournament that happened.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah.
There was some other stuff that happened, I'm sure.
Yeah. So the golf tournament. I don't even fucking care. Normally I don't use people's names on this show, but I don't give a fuck about this. Okay. So I'm telling you who it is. Fucking Daniel's brother Tyler has got to be the biggest idiot I ever fucking met.
The Amish guy.
Yeah, otherwise known as the Amish guy.
He dressed as an Amish person for the golf tournament.
He dresses
all the time.
No, just for the golf tournament. He dresses like an Amish guy.
There's really no connection. I can't get a theme going here. I can't really find the string between.
And he's just
why
kind of
he does
he
that.
throws marshmallows all over the fucking golf course.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
So he's just
you
kind
think
of a
it's your
dick.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's fucking searching for their ball, and there's white fucking marshmallows everywhere.
Okay.
And don't get me. Yeah, I know it's fucking funny, but it's fucked up. Yeah, he's not wasting them.
Technically, it's fun. We can see that mathematically it is funny.
Absolutely, it's fucking hilarious. But at somebody else's tournament, it's hilarious.
yeah, that's annoying.
People are fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So you're really especially pissed if you fucking hit a marshmallow. Fucking just smears all over your iron.
Yeah. Sliced it.
Sliced it right in half.
So he's an Amish troublemaker.
So he's an Amish troublemaker, and for whatever reason, he can't hold his alcohol. For such a big guy, he gets white girl wasted.
He's Dano-sized as well?
No, but he's like 6'2".
Yeah.
And he's not little.
Sure.
And he gets white girl wasted.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Dano does too. For such big guys, man, they cannot hold their liquor. It is fucking super weird. And they're Irish. I don't understand it at all. I'm kind of a bigger guy, and I'm Irish, and you don't ever see me like that.
You're fine, yeah.
And I fucking drink a lot. So anyway, he gets fucking white girl wasted and fucking decided that he wanted to fight everybody in the bar. But the thing with Tyler is that he'll never actually fight someone.
He just wants to talk shit.
He just talks and talks and talks, and then people will beat him up, and he won't even throw a punch because fucking he's afraid to get in a fight. Really?
Yeah.
He's just fucking,
He gets a little of that liquid courage.
Oh my God, he's got so much liquid courage. And so he's doing this, and his brother's trying to control him. I'm trying to control him. His cousin's trying to control him. Everybody's trying to control him. And he's fucking making a gigantic fucking disaster of a fucking... I don't even know how to explain it.
I'm sure we all know. We all know guys who are just a fucking problem.
Yeah. So he's been to the jug like fucking 4 times, I think, in his fucking life.
Every time it shuts off, I'm like, oh no.
I know. We can turn it off.
No, I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah. So he's been to the jug like 4 times in his life, and all 4 times has either ended in a fight or like people fucking shoving him in a car and fucking the car racing away, or this time. And this time was the worst one of all, which earned him a lifetime ban from the Stone Jug.
Oh.
He got so fucked up that all the neighbors were outside.
Wow.
From 409, the big apartment complex, there's like fucking 20 people out there.
So he's out screaming and just being loud?
Screaming like a little bitch outside. And he, all of a sudden fucking, all these fucking cop cars show up.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
That's the sound of the police.
Yeah. And I know a couple of the cops. Dano knows a couple of the cops. So, like,
sure.
We're like, dude, just fucking get in your buddy's car and go home, you know? And he will not do it. He's like, these fucking cops are fucking pussies. I'll kick all their fucking asses. And the cops are like, shut him up.
Yeah.
Like, don't make us shut him up. Shut him up, you know? And anyway, this goes on for like a fucking hour.
Wow.
And,
patience.
They were the coolest
yeah.
fucking cops that I've ever met in my life. So they finally, they've had enough, and they go, listen, man, we're gonna fucking lay this down for you like we've never laid it down for anybody before. You're gonna get in the fucking car with your buddy, or we're not gonna fight you. We don't want to fight you. You're kind of a bigger guy, and it's fucking Monday. We don't feel like fucking like getting all scraped up.
This is why we work in Youngstown, so nothing happens.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like helping old ladies across the street.
Exactly.
And, nice things.
Exactly. So he goes, so if you don't get in the fucking car right now, and you mouth off one more time, we're going to fucking tase you. We're going to slam you on the concrete. We're going to fucking put the cuffs on you, and we're taking you downtown.
And how many people in the crowd were like, do it?
I was. I was like, oh, man, I hope they tase him. And he goes, you're all fucking pussies. I'm coming after. And he fucking just starts going at him. And he goes, taser out. Boom. And hammers him. And he goes, boom. He hits the ground. And he's like, dude, you tased me. and he's like, you didn't give me a choice, Tyler, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He goes, he starts getting up. He goes, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. He goes, and the other cop goes, hit him again.
Oh, wow.
And he fucking tases him again.
That's awesome.
Then all of a sudden, he was like a proper little fucking, little kid.
Maybe that sobered him up.
He's
I
like,
would think getting double tased.
He's like, I don't even know what I did. I've been trying to be a good citizen here. it's like he snapped out of it. Like he didn't even know what happened.
Weird like patriotic speech.
Yeah.
I vote. I recycle.
Yeah, I know. I'm an organ donor.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah. So, and this was after the night before he was in the falls on his fucking dirt bike that has no plates, and the cops tried to pull him over, and he fucking ran, but they knew who it was. Like, all the cops up there know who he is. So, like, why he ran is beyond me. He got 13 fucking appearance fucking tickets.
Jesus.
The night before.
Yeah.
So he got another half a dozen at the tournament. I'm like, so I talked to Dano today, and he's like, yeah, he's selling some of his shit because he's got to pay so many fines. Like, he's selling some of his, like, he's got a landscaping and a concrete company.
Wow.
And he's got to sell shit to make
sell the gear.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he has that. I don't know this
We
person
all are.
other than the Amish thing, and I was thinking you're going to sell
everyone is surprised that he has anything.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's a wake-up call.
His girlfriend and his mother were both like, this better be a fucking wake-up call or he's going to end up in prison.
Yeah,
you know?
Man.
He's just a moron.
Well, maybe you should put down the firewater.
Yeah,
it ends with being double tased.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, he's real dum-dum.
He's a real dum-dum. You can't get Dano, since Dano's a little bigger, you can't get Dano to subdue him.
Dude, Tucker, his cousin, put him in a sleeper hold, and he was out cold.
Dano was?
No, Tyler was.
Oh.
On the car. He laid him down real nice and easy.
Like he's done that before?
And he woke up. No, this night.
Oh.
He did it in the middle of this whole thing.
I'm saying, like, he put him in a sleeper hold as if it wasn't the first time
put
in a sleeper hold. Like, he's like, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
He
goes, bro. He goes, if you don't fucking stop. He goes, I'm going to knock you out. He goes, and I'm not going to punch you. He goes, I'm just going to take you out. He locks him in. He just went right to sleep. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, he's fucking sleeping.
That's funny, man.
And he woke up and it was like, I'll fucking kill all of you. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Like springing up out of the dead.
Yeah. It was wild.
Like
wild and crazy stuff.
I'm picturing like Happy Gilmore and Bob Barker's knocked out, and then he just opens his eyes and grabs him by the neck.
I know.
Yeah, so that's lifetime ban from the jug?
Lifetime ban.
Wow.
I told Dano, I go, if he comes in again, I'm going to fucking greet him with a baseball bat right between the eyes. And he's like, bro, you don't got to do that. And I was like, well, I will.
That's funny, man.
Not you.
We got to, we attempted before. Well, so we went up to do this gig at a place called Wicked Glass in Kenmore. It's a head shop, and it's fucking awesome. They're super cool. They got so much cool shit. I walked out with a bag full of stuff.
Yeah.
Wraps and candles and all sorts of cool things.
Yeah.
And the Kenmore Porch Fest was going on, so there's mad people out, but it was super windy and rainy during like when we were supposed to play.
Yeah.
So first of all, Smidge gets there with a tent, and we're setting the tent up, and this gust of wind comes in and just collapses the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
On top of me. I was inside. I was trying to Velcro like the top to it, and it just like swallowed me up. I was like, ah! And it, like part of the metal was bent. Like it looked like the fucking Incredible Hulk just bent it. It was crazy. So, anyways, we played a little bit before it got too bad. Mm-hmm. But inside, they had pictures of everyone on the wall who had like tried to rip them off or tried to steal some shit. Yeah, they had. It was great. It was old school, like the Seinfeld episode.
Yes,
like,
that's cool.
Pictures, so you need to start like a wall of shame.
I know,
of people banned from the jug. That's a big wall.
I'm gonna have to get a Polaroid camera. I could have taken a picture of him when he was with the taser in him.
The tasers.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Did he go stiff? I've seen taser videos where they just start wiling out, and then as soon as it hits them, they just go stiff as a board.
No,
like
but somehow he lost his pants. Yeah, when they stood him up.
In the
midst of all this, they tase him twice, they handcuff him, they stand him up, he's got no pants on. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, they just give him a little how do you do? It was so weird. Like, I go, what happened to his pants? And they were like, what did happen to his pants?
Yeah, dude. How much chaos can one man bring upon himself?
Seriously.
Wowzers.
Oh, that's funny.
I've never seen anyone tased before. We had like a 9-volt taser. Dude. When we were kids, you get like a 9-volt taser from, who would like on the res or something. And, like you would just fuck with your buddies, but it was nothing, that would take your pants off.
Yeah. Well, as soon as it hit him, I go, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, really.
Like real quiet.
Oh my God, there's so many people we need to get tased.
Yeah.
I don't know, you could just order a taser.
I was going to say, I wonder if we can just buy one and I can just start tasing people at the bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then you get them trained.
Leah's liking this idea.
I love this idea. So you could and then you'll get to the point where they're trained.
Yeah.
So it's like, you get like a water bottle with a cat, you spray it when it scratches, and then eventually you just pick the bottle up and he stops because he knows what's coming. So you just got to go towards the taser, go and then they all quiet down.
Yeah. You sure you want me to do? That's what I thought. You're going to sit back down, aren't you? So.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man. Yeah, because we were there. So that was the Monday before, because we were there setting up for the gig, and then fucking. I'm like, you're talking about, and then I'm like, I don't know, we're just having nice times playing music, and like, there was a tasing here? Yeah, dude, mad cops, and motherfucker got tased.
I know.
That was wild.
That was fantastic.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break here.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain's Jug of Thoughts.
All right, we'll be right back.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, we got a headphone jack that's cutting in and out here.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of, like, dude, the mechanical shit I had to do to keep my CD player and headphones working on the bus back in the day was insane.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like, you would just they'd get wrapped up in your bag, and then you'd have to hold it a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd try to tape it and keep it right there, and then it would keep coming in and out.
I've had to do that with a couple phone chargers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you got to wrap it around the phone a couple times.
Like the laser, like what you used to carry around. Thank God for iPads. AirPods. Sorry, iPads and AirPods.
Yeah, right.
They work perfectly. Shout out Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Dude, I live with my AirPods in. Out in the yard, working constantly, taking phone calls and shit. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's putting some robot shit in my brain, but
probably.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't have to deal with cords.
Secret little robots are crawling out of there into your ear, into your eardrum, into your brain.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to deal with faulty wires.
Yeah, true.
So we
Yeah.
we talked about it, and we had some friends who just went to a festival where they did a silent disco.
Okay.
Where you can, and I think there's going to be one in Buffalo. Like I've heard of these. I've never been
heard
to
of it
one.
too.
So you get like these headphones.
Yeah.
And they're like Bluetooth headphones.
Okay.
And everyone gets them, and it's, a DJ or something. But I think the one they saw was a live band.
Okay.
Which means I guess you just have an electronic drum set. And it's
wow.
all plugged in through a PA, but instead of coming out of speakers, it sends it out like a Bluetooth radio signal to everyone's headphones.
What if you want to talk to someone?
Hey, just take the headphone off, I guess.
Wow.
Because they were like, yeah, you take the headphones off and everyone's just dancing in silence. That's really weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Everyone's, woo!
That's cool.
Fucking dancing. What?
Late night show.
Late night show. Yeah, I'm getting to it. God damn.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So that could be, we want to look into it. I don't know, can you like rent these? You just like, can someone come do it? And like, you don't need you just need the stuff.
Yeah.
Like you have a sound guy, instead of bringing big ass speakers to make it loud.
Right.
You have someone who has got like a bunch of headphones.
Right.
That are all hooked up and charged.
Yeah.
And you just have a system that you plug into, and then we could do, because there's noise ordinance.
Yeah.
You could do late night shit.
We could do shit till 4 a.m.
Yeah. Maybe. Unless the people would be too loud.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
We could try.
we could try it.
Yeah.
We've tried everything else.
Yeah. I think that would be really interesting. Because it's like you're also like hitting people on a different level when they have headphones in.
For sure.
I feel like the jams will be different.
They will be.
They'll be, they won't be
I agree.
like big rock and roll jams. They'd be like these tight electronic jams.
Yeah.
I don't know. Very interesting. If anyone's got a line on some, on any of that,
Yeah.
and where we could find such a thing.
Yeah, if anyone has 300 cents.
Yeah, 300 sets of Bluetooth headphones.
Yes. Call us, please.
Yeah, we definitely need 2 for this, so I can stop holding this cable.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So what else is coming up at the Jug?
So this weekend we have Brookhaven and Kama Sutra and Saltpeter. Last year was going to be their final show, but it went so well that they were like,
"Oh, do
let's
another one?
fucking do it again next year, man!"
Right, hell yeah!
And these guys have been playing since I was in like 9th grade.
Kama Sutra,
Kama Sutra and Saltpeter,
both
both.
of them. Yeah, I know the names. I've heard the names around a lot for
They're
years.
super good.
Yeah.
And I'm excited because they fucking crushed it last year. The year before, Saltpeter played like a small show, and something was wrong with their sound.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like feedback, and like it just wasn't right. And when I invited them back last year, Mike was like, "You invited these guys back?" And I was like, "Trust me, man, they're fucking good. I've been seeing these guys for 30 years, because they took about a 10-year break." But I remember going to see them when I was in high school and stuff like that all the time, like at different bars. They're fucking killer, So I was like, dude, they're good. Trust me. And then at the end of the show, he's like, holy fucking shit. He goes, you were right. He goes, I was wrong. He goes, there was something wrong with the fucking sound last year. And I was like, I told you, man. He's like, man, they fucking killed it. And I was like, I know.
For sure. Like we were saying about the Flock of Seagulls, like that sound set, it was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that has such a big impact on
Absolutely.
it. There's definitely times where I've been at a gig where the sound wasn't top notch, or the guy didn't know what he was doing, and everyone's kind of looking at me like I suck. I'm like, no,
it's not
good.
me.
Yeah,
I promise we're better than this.
That's why, you get a system that's like you are pretty much in control of the sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely on anyone else unless you hire the proper people.
Yeah, this guy fucking killed it.
Yeah.
I wish. Unfortunately, I do not know his name because Ray took care of the sound, and I met the guy. But so I will have it for you next week for anybody out there looking. I'll have the name of this guy.
First name was Scott. I know that.
I know that too.
And Denise, I think.
Yeah. So I'll have the all the information next week for everybody, and we'll then you can use them for sound too if you want to.
Yeah. We had you guys people were bringing chairs in, and you were we set up a dotted line with chalk to put the chairs back there.
Yes,
and I think that worked. Did people protest?
No,
because you're gonna have a lot of.
A few people did ask what happens if I pull my chair up front, and I said you're immediately ejected from the show.
Wow.
And he was like, really? And I was like, just don't do it, man. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to. I was just fucking around. I was like, me too.
Well, there's like 300 standing up people.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna just have asses in your face, which is all right. That's actually depending on where you put your chair. That's great.
Yeah, you might be in luck.
Yeah. Well,
That's a nice ass.
Spawned the idea of like with the chalk on the ground, like, oh, dude, we could like section this whole thing up.
Oh man, that was so funny when we were talking about that.
Like, you know, when you see like a pig at the butcher and it's like got the dotted lines, it's like here's where the bacon comes from. Yeah, you have that. You have chairs, and then you have hot girls dancing in the front.
Yep.
You have stoners in the back by the grill.
Yep.
You know, you have your stoner section. They smoke at the picnic tables and then order hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you could section the whole place off.
Yep.
Make sure everyone's, and then see where everyone
then you
gets their tribe.
You got your drunks.
Yeah.
You got your
drunks by the bar.
Yeah, you got your quiet section.
Yeah. Far away from the drunks.
Yep.
People who don't want to be around the drunks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was really funny, and it would be a very good experiment at some point just to write all that stuff down and section it off and see if people notice and see if people like go to different sections.
Yeah. And you gotta,
hey, there's my section over there.
Yeah, you gotta be authority on those things. Go, hey, you're more drunk than stoned. Get over there.
Get over there
with the drunks. Leave the weed guys alone. In that Grateful Dead documentary, they talked about like the shows, as they progressed through the decades with like. You'd have those sections.
Sure.
And they said it was like an Indian, like the mandala, things with all these different, you had your corners, you had the spinners, you had your...
Yeah.
They had the deaf people who would be holding balloons so they could feel the vibration in the balloon of the music, you know?
Yep.
And like every show it just naturally happens.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's quite an interesting little ecosystem.
It really is.
Yeah.
It'd be a very cool experiment, I think.
Yeah. Well, you guys are, the more and more we do these at the Jug, you're figuring it out.
Yes.
Figuring out how to get the whole thing to flow.
Exactly.
Art Park's got, we was talking all the work that Art Park's been doing with paving a new sidewalk and new, like where the toll booths are. Like we went to that Trombone Shorty show.
Yeah.
And it was great. And I'm like, dude, they got this shit flowing like clockwork.
Right.
Like there's no, clogging of the people. There's no bottlenecks or anything, maybe when it gets super duper busy, but I don't know. It seems to be all right.
Yeah.
And then I think the more and more you do it, the more you figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, so fun. Something funny kind of happened. I just remembered. So Flock of Seagulls sent us all their merch. And it was supposed to get here like 2 or 3 days before the show. So Friday, there is... nobody told me about this, but UPS left a note, like one of their post-its, and then so I get it on Saturday, and I'm like, fuck, what? I'm like, there's no number on it, there's no location, so I call Lewiston, they're like, no, we don't have it, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And then Sunday, I guess maybe they don't deliver, I don't know, but they didn't come because I was there real early on Sunday, and they did not show up. So Monday comes, and all their stuff shows up.
Oh, God.
So I have 3 boxes of Flock of Seagulls shirts. No, that's not that. No, but I have 3 boxes of Flock of Seagulls shirts and hats.
Oh, man.
And so I got to contact their... on Friday, I'm not gonna do it on the 4th of July, obviously, but on Friday I got to contact. I just got their information about an hour ago. I got to contact the woman who does their merch, and I think her name's Cheryl, and say, hey, what do you want me to do with this stuff?
Yeah, sure. I can ship it back to them, and then they'll have a little fucking...
Yeah, or I could put something on Facebook and say, hey, anybody that was at the show, if you want to come down and buy some merch from the show, it's finally here. Because I was thinking about grabbing a shirt out of it.
Yeah,
just cool merch? I didn't really look at it yet, but I kind of feel like I just want it for memorabilia.
Oh, of course,
because it's probably the biggest show that we've thrown there.
Yeah, so far.
Biggest act anyway. And for some reason, Nerds Gone Wild still fucking holds the ticket. Fucking.
People love shtick and gimmick and
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
They like a whole.
And they're great, they're super fun, but I just can't believe that like we sell more tickets to that than like an actual national act. It's so bizarre to me.
Is the Nerds like they're like a regional thing or like a straight local thing? Like I don't.
No, they're straight local thing.
Yeah, like they're from.
Eddie, the drummer and the head guy, the one who's in charge of everything, works for the local beer companies.
Oh, well, there's some connections with live music people, I guess.
Well, yeah, but it's shocking to me that I can sell over 500 tickets to that, and then I sell 400 to the national act.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, we were down at the Griffin before, like during, when they were setting up the sound, and I was talking to people down there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we're opening for Flock of Seagulls. And like these were like not local people. They were like, Flock of Seagulls? They're like a cover band? I'm like, no, it's them.
Yeah.
it's actually them. They're like, oh shit, I'm gonna come down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my
Pretty
buddy
cool.
Eric that I was just talking about, him and his wife, they're the same age as me. So we're just a couple years after Flock of Seagulls. You know what I mean? We're telling them, and she goes, like the real band? And
Yeah.
I go, yeah. She goes, you had them fucking here? And I was like, yeah. She's like, God damn it, we should have came into town one day earlier. And I was like, because they got here on Monday.
Right.
And she's like, I love them. I was like, really?
Dude, they were great.
They were great.
They were great. All their songs were great. Their sound was great. They were super fun. They looked the part. They were super chill.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
yeah,
got,
they had it all.
It's got to be very cool for them to come into, Youngstown, little town. They're just like, what the hell is this? And then it packs out with people going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Jumping around, you know. Yeah, it was very cool.
Well, we set the back room up as a green room, too.
Right.
And it really worked really well. We put a couch in there.
Nice.
Now. And you got your own bathroom in there.
Yeah.
And, you got all those tables. And then that mini bar that we did. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Stock that up.
yeah, I mean, they had quite a rider.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff.
Saying rider is like small fish, French fries on the beach, potato chips.
Yeah.
Candy wrappers.
It was funny.
Things seagulls would eat.
Yeah, exactly. But it was funny. I've never seen for 4 guys so much alcohol.
Sure.
On a rider.
Yeah, man.
There was 5 bottles of liquor, 2 cases of beer, a bottle of champagne.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, put yourself on the other side. You're just like, dude, just ask for anything. I mean, what's the,
Well,
see what they can get.
That's what I've come to realize after doing like 4 or 5 of these now all together. Is that they ask for everything.
Yeah.
And you don't have to give them everything.
Yeah.
Like if you meet 50-60% of it, they're super happy.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that are actually important. Like they needed AA batteries for their
in-ear monitors and stuff like that. Yeah, sound packs.
So and their meals obviously are very important.
Yeah.
Hotel rooms are very important, but they were like Tostitos chips and organic chunky salsa. Not that important. We could skip that one.
Yeah. Like a guy won't come out, and we got him a different salsa.
Yeah, we did get it for him.
We got him mild, but he wanted medium.
Yeah,
he left.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. So it's interesting. It's interesting the things that they ask for.
Yeah, now you're on the inside now. You can see how the whole thing operates.
I know. It's cool. It's weird. it's a little bit of everything.
The classic story of like a band asking for M&Ms with like no green M&Ms.
Yes.
And it's not that they care about the M&Ms, they just want to see like if you pay attention to the details or something. Yeah.
Frank Sinatra, I guess, used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra used to ask for super weird shit just to see.
He
didn't give a fuck. But he used to, he would ask him for like only green M&Ms.
Yeah.
And be like, I wonder if they'll fucking get like 50 bags and pull out just the green ones and put them in here. And places would do it, and he wouldn't even eat them. He would just be like, "That's hilarious."
Frank Sinatra, yeah. Well, I guess like you're on the road so much, and all these places start to look the same. They got to do something to entertain themselves.
Exactly. There's nothing like a good inside joke.
Yeah, for sure. Like, my God, you believe they did this? A case of champagne.
Yeah, this will be a good story for me to tell for the next 20 years.
Start asking for wild shit too.
Yeah. So. It's good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah, man. Really starting to build something up down here.
I think so.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now we just need a bank and a store.
Yeah, really.
And we'll be all set.
International household names coming and playing concerts.
Yeah.
It would be nice to,
buy a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Or a lighter.
Really? You can't buy a lighter anywhere?
You can't buy a lighter in town.
Oh, my God.
Nope. Yeah, no, it's wild because it's considered a part of a tobacco product now.
Really?
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's 4th of July. We need to light fireworks.
I know.
What goes on 4th of July at the Jug?
We got special short hours.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there's no fireworks in Youngstown.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, you can't light them.
because we have no way to light them. We've got tons of fireworks, just no way to light them.
Yeah. Got a fucking armory at the fort of fireworks. So
Yeah.
we can't,
Yeah, I know.
You get a book of matches. That's why. Well, that opens a void that you could fill. You got to open like a quick stop situation. Like
I know.
Clerks, you got to open up a trading post.
Yeah. I wish that the liquor store would come down on its price, because if the liquor store came down on its price, I thought about buying it, and I was going to do some fucking pretty cool things, like
just open a store called beer, lighters, and cigarettes.
I was going to open like a small smoke shop inside it.
Yeah.
And have vapes and all kinds of tobacco products and lots of different kinds of lighters.
Yeah. We got Bics. We got the long ones. We got the short ones. We got the big fat ones. We got the little tiny ones.
Yeah, we got them all.
Wow. Well, hopefully this is starting to come back up. Remember the one episode we did? Go back and listen about the Youngstown history and when the fort was active. What an active little town this used to be. There's a car dealer and shit like that.
There was everything. There was a jail. There was a bowling alley.
Well, apparently there should probably still be a jail.
There should probably still be a jail. Yeah.
We should take it. We should just build one. I'm picturing, like in the back of the jug, like one of the rooms is just the bars.
Yeah.
With like a handwritten thing that says jail.
Right.
And the L is backwards, like a little kid set up his little town.
There was 3 grocery stores.
Oh.
2 of them were like little mom and pop shops, but like, excuse me, sorry. But like one of them had a butcher shop in it. Mm-hmm. And you could get your cuts of meat, and you could get different breads and shit like that. And then another one was like a full-on grocery store, and then I'm not sure what the third one was, but there was 3.
There was the video rental place.
Yeah.
Didn't that tie into the whole? Didn't that tie into some crazy fucking story?
Yeah.
The Bernardo thing?
The Bernardos, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they were best friends with Carla and, the Homolkas.
Oh, yeah, well, that was her name. And then the
Carla
was
Bernardo,
yeah.
yes. Bernardo and Homolka, yes.
Wowzers.
And it was... And I'm pretty sure I told this part of the story. I was of this age, so it was fine with me. But when I was like 14, they had a bunch of 14-year-old girls working there in like miniskirts.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit creepy. Yeah. Like now looking back on it. Like I was like, this place is the best, when I was 14. But if I would have been 25 or 30, I would have been like, what the fuck is going on here?
And then you find out
every time they bend over, I can see their panties. This is not good. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, and then you'd find out, who they were associating with.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It was fucking...
You freaky people out of this nice town.
Yes, it was fucked.
Yeah.
I
think it's on the come up. I think Youngstown's on the come up.
I hope so.
We're going to open a creepy video store and a smoke shop.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah. All right, so this weekend is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Shows all weekend.
Yeah, we got shows all weekend. We got an open mic going on right now.
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot. And then the next, there's a lot of big ones. The next big one that I'm on is, we're doing the Foes 100th show. I almost said 100th episode. Our 100th show, and Pete's birthday, August 3rd. August 3rd.
August 3rd, yeah.
Yes. And then August 16th, we're doing an acoustic set to open for Michael Gublicki and Dirk Miller of Rusted Root fame.
Yep. And then August 17th, I am going out to Central New York to see Violent Femmes.
Oh, cool.
Which I'm fucking pretty fucking psyched about.
Is that you're like after the last big one, you're taking a little vacation?
Yes. Well, not a vacation, just one day, but
sure. Something.
But it's something, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but you probably do. But I tried to get Violent Femmes here.
You did, yeah.
But they're still commanding a little bit more money than this little old town can handle.
Yeah.
So,
well, maybe if we get a grocery store again, we'll get a little more revenue going around.
We're gonna have to get some.
You gotta hit them with a rider when the band wants all this stuff. You gotta go. Okay, I'll get you all that booze and everything and your salsa, but you guys got to bring us some cigarettes and lighters.
Well, we worked out a thing with. We worked out a thing with Flock of Seagulls that we were going to get a percentage of their merch.
Oh, well.
But it never came to fruition.
Yeah.
Another reason I'd like to sell it all.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anybody needs some Flock of Seagulls merch, you know where to go.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Big things happening in Youngstown.
Absolutely.
This is your number one source for all jug news.
That's
from
right.
The Captain.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, keep listening, keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep letting, whatever, man. Keep coming out to the shows. Buy the tickets, come to the show. Buy the ticket, take the ride, yo.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's an investment in your community.
It is.
And you can always be. There was a very special day in Youngstown when Flock of Seagulls played.
Yeah.
It was great. All right, so shout out to you. Shout out to Ray Barry.
Yeah.
For doing all that, man.
Yeah, Barry Entertainment. So, yeah. Well, like we said, we'll see you, this weekend, hopefully, and then come out for the big acts. Next one's in August.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yep. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Give it up for Jeremiah.